Breakthrough. The third book in the Sam Chronicles. By Trish Brown. Stuff's starting to crack. Their increasingly divergent temperaments, interests, and disproportionate powers start getting in the way of saving humanity from the brink of extinction. Mirror Girl feels betrayed by Sam, and both of them feel betrayed by Pretty Boy Bradley. Sam's relentless alpha dog attitude, knowing everything and doing it better than anyone else, only fuels the tension and grinds Mirror Girl's gears. With the baby maybe on the brink of death and the mission possibly in ruins, uncertainty looms. They are unsure of how much Bradley Boy has whispered into Frankenstein's aka Dr. Saveearth's ear. The true nature of Saveearth's allegiance remains a mystery. Does he wear a black or white hat? It's becoming increasingly difficult to tell. And if the truth was known, all this 007 mission stuff is life-threatening, smelly, not a career path, and a major time waster. Basically, all Sam really wants to do is go to prom. Raising sluggish eyebrows, Brad contemplated the ratty red-haired vampires as they shuffled into the great room of their safe house on their knuckles, drool staining their chins. OMG, boo. Look what Van Helsing dragged in. He sneered, patting down the baby's fine hair. And looks here. Badass Sammy brought her little Cyclops sidekick to the party. The baby, thrilled at the sight of the stuffed bear, stopped babbling and kicked her legs excitedly. Bah, she shrieked. Bah. Now. She looked up expectantly at Brad, presuming he would get the highly coveted scruffy prize, and give it to her. Bah. Now. The bedraggled girls adjusted their morning sunglasses. Sam offered Brad an insufferable scowl while Mirror Girl played peekaboo with the baby. Wow. Motley Crue's alive. Really, people. Y'all know, it's way past the butt crack of lunchtime, right? Most people are already on their second Big Mac. Honestly. Brad returned the scowl. Gaping at the happy little family scene, Sam, dumbstruck, tucked half-nosed, one-eyed Bob under her arm, protecting him from the baby's grimy paws. Surveying the room, Mirror Girl was reminded of those disastrous holiday scenes when exasperated bug-eyed parents across Americana forced disinclined sullen children to pose for the dreaded Christmas card photo. Why bless their little hearts? What we got us here, is a precious little Hallmark moment. Gracious be, let me find my picture camera. Don't nobody dare move a stitch, snarled Sam, returning Brad's snicker. Sucking greedily, the baby occasionally stopped sucking to half-smile at Brad and coo her contentment, watery-thinned milk pooling in the corners of her slack baby mouth. Finally, she closed her eyes and fell promptly asleep, lips loosed around the tip of the nipple. Wiping off the milky drool, Brad gently removed the bottle from the baby's mouth and, still rocking her, directed his eyes at the beaming Dr. Gunderson. You have my full and undivided attention, Dr. Gunderson. Sock it to us. The AIs exchanged a quizzical look, shrugging their shoulders. What? Thank you, Brad. Is Boo alright? She looks a little off color from here. Well, now that you mention it, a little clammy, but then, we have been playing pretty hard. He looked down at the sleeping baby and frowned. She did throw up 3 times yesterday. Once in the morning and twice at night. But that's what babies do, right? Why? Well, the baby's mom, Sue-Ann, has just been released from the hospital and is at home now. We are going to reunite them today, actually, right now. I just want to make sure Boo is healthy enough to go home. Sam jumped up. Let's hit the road then, people. What's the address? About time that little ankle biter vacates our digs. Brad looked stricken. He hugged the sleeping child closer to his chest and moved back. I'll take her, he volunteered. Give me the address. The 3 women regarded Brad with apprehension. His face had grown pale, and his eyes and voice disclosed strain. Mirror Girl, puzzled, walked over to him, trying to understand his emotion. Sure, Brad stepped up and provided almost, okay, all the childcare and had clearly grown close to Sue-Ann's baby, even giving her a name, but Brad continued his retreat. Sam, appalled, stepped up to Brad before Mirror Girl could reach him, held out her arms, demanding the baby. Brad backed up again. Brad, the baby needs her mother, Dr. Gunderson cajoled Brad soothingly, hoping to dispel the buildup of hostility that had settled between the teenagers like a thick cloud. Brad turned his back to them, sleeping baby still in his arms. Sam reached out and touched his shoulder, hoping to coax reason. She recoiled in horror, experiencing the gift of foresight for the second time in her short life as a 16-year-old. He's taking the baby to Frankenstein. All three women rushed the boy. At that same moment, Brad stiffened, erected a shield, and teleported out of the room, baby in arms. Aren't you going after them? Horror-struck, Dr. Gunderson stared at the girls in disbelief. We can't. We don't know where he's going. He shielded too fast for Sam to get a reading, explained Mirror Girl to the doctor. Outside the Saveearth complex, crouching down in the bushes, the AI Sin scrutinized the hidden building. You know I'm ticked at you, right? But now is not the time to get into it, so what's the plan? Shoulders tight, Mirror Girl's voice was flat. She could not bring herself to look at Sam. It's easy. I cloak, go in and assess. You follow my lead. Clenching her teeth, Mirror Girl turned and regarded Sam for the first time since she returned from her Sam break. Her face expressionless, she suppressed the lump in her throat. You have been acting lately like you, and only you have any insight into anything whatsoever. You've been relying solely on yourself, shutting everyone else out, acting like a one-woman, golden-caped superhero. And that's wrong, that's what's. I thought we're going to talk about this later. Don't be so sensitive. Sam shrugged off the pain in Mirror Girl's voice. Fine. Mirror Girl bit her lower lip and turned away, as if the sight of Sam nauseated her. Minutes elapsed. I was really hurt, you know. You gut-punched me. Mirror Girl persisted, expecting a glimmer of remorse. Rolling her eyes, Sam addressed Mirror Girl's distress with a dismissive wave of her hand. Unrepentant, Sam hissed, sorry. You don't sound sorry. Mirror Girl frowned, struggling to keep from striking Sam. Stop bellyaching. Sam grumbled. Your constant grousing is annoying. Second thought, if you're not up to this, maybe you should go home and send Dr. Botinsky back here. You're worthless to me if you keep bleating like a spooked sheep at the dark shadows. What? Are you psycho? Sam, shivering with excitement, went on, disregarding Mirror Girl. So, like I cloak in. You wait here for me to call you, if I need to call you, that is. Once inside, I'll find Frankenstein, confront him, force him to tell me where the antidote is. This is so gonna be dope. You betrayed me, Sam. And now, this minute, you are relegating me to an insignificant role. I don't appreciate it. Mirror Girl's heartfelt feedback went unnoticed. Sam, I feel like you don't value our relationship. You're not getting me. You ripped my heart out, left my psyche in tatters. You need to own that. Honestly, Em. I said sorry. Sam groaned, her neck veins pulsating wildly. What more do you want from me? Can we just get to work? Not only are you dwelling obsessively on how you think I wronged you somehow, but you are also keeping us from our mission. It's an embarrassment, really. Let it go, Elsa. Mirror Girl's nostrils flared. She took in a sharp bolus of air, trying to speak. Her voice wavered, sounding shrill even to her own ears. Unbelievable. You are unflipping believable. She felt her skin heat up under the surface, pulled her collar away from her neck, and adjusted her shirt. She knew she must be beet red from frustration and tried to tamp it down. This isn't the time or place to settle the score, she third-level thought. Sam pursed her lips. Hands on her hip, she regarded Mirror Girl's incongruous demeanor. For heaven's sake, stop being so irrational. Get back into the game. Focus. I think you are getting off on your self-righteousness. You always loved playing the victim. Chin jutting out, sneering, Sam topped off her analysis. And just love rubbing it in. Sam shrugged. I had no idea you were this shallow. Speechless, Mirror Girl blinked. Rubbing her eyes, she deflated, giving up. Fine. What if you can't find Saveearth? We just didn't go down the rabbit hole, we blew the damn thing to smithereens. It's not like we were thirsty, but OMG, things were getting real, we had to act. Bradley turned out to be a major dick and jacked the rug rat back to Dr. Frankenstein's Club Med TBH, that made me endlessly salty. Needless to say, he's kicked out of our superpower squad. I'm always front and center when it comes to bludgeoning evildoers. And his fat meathead is first in line, emerald gold flecked eyes, or not. YOLO, right? Him and his BFFs are in desperate need of some serious behavior modification. Period. So, me and Em got the baby back. Extra bonus, we nabbed Dr. Cannon too. Boy, is he spilling the beans on Frankenstein's sordid operation, or what? And Sue-Ann's cooling her jets at our safe house. Man. Is she shook? But it is sweet to see the reunited mother and baby. But now the rugrat's sick, and we have to be and Saveearth's compound again and steal the antidote. I anticipate quite the rager. Somebody's gonna get hurt. You just can't go around willy-nilly slaving brilliant scientists and MDs and expect no one to get testy. Not only that, but Cannon claims they're making human hybrids. That's why they tried to snatch Dr. Gunderson and Sue-Ann. Who does that? Rude. Am I right?